Hey everyone. Okay, so I'm hoping that I have enough camera space for this video. This is going to be part of my July TBR. I'm doing my July TBR in sort of sections a little bit. So the first thing I want to talk about is Jane Austen July, which I'm so excited about. So Jane Austen July is something that my friend Katie from Books and Things came up with last year, and she got another booktube friend of hers, Marissa from Blatantly Bookish, to co-host with her last year, and then they are also co-hosting it this year. And I don't know if this was just Katie or if it was both Katie and Marissa, but there were prompts that were created, and I don't know if the ones this year are different from the ones last year, but there were prompts last year and there's prompts this year. And basically, the only thing you have to do to participate in Jane Austen July is read one Austen thing, but you can essentially make your month of July all about Austen, which I'm going to try to do as much as possible, even though I have several other things I need to read too. Um, but yeah, there's just different prompts for different things to read and watch, and it's the whole month of July, and I am so incredibly excited. This was so much fun last year, and this year they're also doing two different read alongs, but and I know one of them I'm pretty sure is for Sense and Sensibility, but I can't remember what the other one is. I want to say Northanger Abbey, but I might be entirely wrong, so I will have to look that up. But anyway, they're doing two different read alongs, and I will link both channels down below. I'm not actually subscribed to Marissa, but I feel like I need to be. I need to watch some of her videos because I feel like I haven't even seen any of her videos. So I just need to. I'm late in going to check out her channel, and I need to. But anyway, I will link both of those down below, and I'm just really excited. So let's get started on the prompts. I'm gonna go through the prompts and then tell you what I'm doing for all of them. Okay, first is read at least one of Austen's main six novels. Um, this is no issue for me. Let me show you all of the. Oh my gosh, okay. So, I have. Oh no, things falling. I have the novels. Okay, so, there's these. Okay, so my two absolute top priorities for rereading her novels for this month are Emma and Mansfield Park, and that is because those are the two that um, I have not only reread the least, but that it's been the longest time since I've read them. And I think the last time I read Emma, I only managed to get a third of the way through before I put it down for other things. So, yeah. So these are my two top priorities. And for Mansfield Park, I'm actually going to listen to an audiobook that Katie listened to last year. I think it was last year. That is narrated by Frances Barber. And I really, really love Frances Barber as an actress. And um, I've never listened to an audiobook that she's narrated. So I'm really excited for that. And then for this also, I'm going to rewatch the 99 film, and then the '07 kind of TV film slash mini series, I don't know which it would be, through my library. Um, and then, of course, for Emma, I'm probably going to rewatch the 90s, the 96 Gwyneth Paltrow Jeremy Northam film because I own it, as well as the miniseries from '09 because I also own that. And then I'm gonna try. I'm going to try to track down the Kate Beckinsale one because I've only seen it once. So I would love to rewatch it to see what I think of it now. I think it's on YouTube, and I think that's the only way I've been able to find it where I won't have to pay for it. So we're gonna see, but hopefully. And then also, if I can find them, yeah, I will be listening to the audiobook that's narrated by Juliet Stevenson. So there's those, and then the other ones that I would really love to reread Persuasion, just because I love it like so much. And I also just found out that there is a audiobook on Audible narrated by Olivia Williams, and I really like her as an actress, and I love her voice, so I think it would be awesome to listen to her narrate this. So I have that, but I also, as backup, if I decide that I don't want to spend an Audible credit on that, I have the Juliet Stevenson one, which I listened to last summer, I think, and really enjoyed. And then, of course, for this, I will be watching the 95 one and the 07 one, and I'm also gonna try to watch the 70s one, which I don't think is on Amazon, but I think it's on YouTube. So I might try that. So there's that one. And then I really want to I really just want to reread all of them. So I really want to reread Pride and Prejudice because I have several other books that are specifically to do with Pride and Prejudice, so that's why I would love to reread this one. And then, of course, if I do, I will be listening to the Rosamund Pike audiobook because I love it and it's amazing and I highly recommend. And then I'll be rewatching the 05 and the 95 film and TV series, and I think they also have the 80s one on Amazon, so I'm going to try to watch that as well. And then we have Sense and Sensibility, and I really want to do these two, Sense and Sensibility and Northanger, because they are the read-alongs for Jane Austen July. So I would love to do that. For this one, I have the Rosamund Pike audiobook that I absolutely completely love. And then for this one, I have the Juliet Stevenson library copy. And I also have a like radio version of this, but it's definitely a adaptation, not a narrated, like full cast narrated audiobook. So I might do both, but I might just do rereading it. So there's those. And then for the second prompt, that is read something of Austen's that's not part of her main 6 novels. So for that, I have this horrible little edition of her letters. This is definitely a print-on-demand version that I got in college. I bought it because I wanted to use some excerpts from her letters for, I think, a paper I was writing or a project, something like that. I need a better version of this. I saw Emma from Bookish Princess has a glorious copy that is, I think, as many of her letters as have survived, because her sister Cassandra burned so much of them. But so many of them, excuse me. So anyway, she has a really great version edition, so I would love to get that. But in the meantime, I have this dinky little $10 thing. So I'm gonna read maybe not all of this, but I'd love to read some of it. And then 3 is read a nonfiction work about Austen or her time. And for that, I have 2 that I'm so excited about. I have What Matters in Austen by John Mullen, 20 Crucial Puzzles Solved. As you can tell, I got a little bit of the way through this. I got to, that's the Ravenclaw bookmark, by the way. I got to page 59. I was buddy reading this with Katie and I think Marissa last year. Was it Katie and Marissa? I'm pretty sure it was. I know it was at least Katie, and I know it was one other person, so I'm assuming that other person was Marissa. I think it was. And anyway, they were like, we were all going along reading it, and it was great. And then I accidentally spilled soda all over mine, and had to miss the rest of the buddy read because my book was drying out for like 3 weeks. I did all kinds of different things. Like, I put bits of paper towel between the pages. I put it in the freezer because I've heard you do that to keep it from wrinkling. That did nothing, by the way. I think I may have put like lemon juice on it to stop the smell, and that worked somewhat. But yeah, anyway, it looks, I mean, it's pretty great, actually. Like, you can't really see a ton of damage, which is good. And the thing about it, okay, I don't know where any of this came from. This is a mess over here. This is like someone took a pencil to it, and that was not me, even though I bought this new, so I don't know. But the good thing is, when I damage a book myself by accident, I'm okay keeping it. It's when I find a book damaged in a used bookstore where I'm like, that's kind of gross because I don't know what happened with that book. Like, yeah. So when I know what happened, what makes a book damaged, I'm totally cool keeping it. When I don't know what's damaged a book and it's like a little bit sketchy, I'm like, okay. But anyway, so yeah, I'm reading this time. And then the other one is Jane Austen at Home by Lucy Worsley, and I am so incredibly excited for this. But I will tell you guys, oh no, okay, it's kind of out of reach, but I have made myself a promise where I have to finish, I either have to finish Queen Victoria by Lucy Worsley before I start this, or I have to finish them, I just have to finish them both by the end of July. I cannot finish this before I've finished Queen Victoria, because I started that first. So anyway, super excited about this one. And then number 4 is read a retelling of a Jane Austen work. I have 2 different things for this, and I don't know, I know I'm going to accomplish this in one of these ways or the other. Okay, so these kind of don't really count, so actually I lied. My retelling is going to be Pride and Prejudice and Mistletoe by Melissa Delacruz. I read the summary for this when I hauled it in my last video, and this is a modern day gender swap Pride and Prejudice that is set at Christmas. So yeah, that's all I need to know to read it, and the fact that I really like Melissa Delacruz's writing, because I read her Blue Blood series in high school. So yeah, really excited about this. It got not great ratings on Goodreads. It got like a 2.6 or something. But I'm hoping I'm going to be in the minority and that I'm really going to enjoy it. And then, okay, these were the ones that I said I was going to read for the retelling. It's not quite the same, because these aren't actually retellings, these are just adaptations. But let me see. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and show these. So this is the one that I might not read because this is Emma and I've already read this one, but if I have time I would love to reread it because this is one of my favorite graphic novels ever. It is adapted by Nancy Butler and it's illustrated by Janet Leigh, and this is what made Janet Leigh one of my favorite graphic novel illustrators / illustrators in general, because she is wonderful and she uses all these gorgeous pastel colors for Emma that are just amazing. So, yeah, that's that one. But the ones I'm definitely reading are Pride and Prejudice, which is also adapted by Nancy Butler, but this time illustrated by Hugo Petrus. And these are all, did I say these are all by Marvel? They're all by Marvel. I haven't read this one yet, so I'm definitely going to read that one. And then Sense and Sensibility, which again is adapted by Nancy Butler, and this time illustrated by Sunny Liu. And I really like the look of this one as well. And I haven't read it yet. And then last but not least, Northanger Abbey, again adapted by Nancy Butler and illustrated by Janet Leigh. And then I think Filardi, I don't know the first name, but I think that's the colorist, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this one has like really creepy colors, but I understand why they're creepy colors, because it's a darker, it's like a take on a gothic thing. So yeah, haven't read this one yet, but really excited for it because, yeah. Anyway, okay, so there's those. And then the fifth the fifth prompt is read a book by a contemporary of Austen. So that will be, if it's, where is it? Okay, it should be around here somewhere. Oh, maybe it's in here. Ugh. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. That will be Evelina by Frances Burney. I'm also going to get I should say this is the Penguin English Library edition. And then I'm also going to get the audiobook from Audible, which I'm super excited about because it is narrated by 3 different celebrity actor narrators, and 2 of them are Judi Dench and Jeffrey Palmer, and I'm in the middle of rewatching / watching some for the first time as time goes by, so that's exciting. So yeah, I'm gonna get that. Okay, I don't really know what that noise was, so I apologize. But anyway, so yeah, this is gonna be my read a book by a contemporary of Austen, and I know Austen read Frances Burney, but I don't know if she read this one or a different one, because Frances Burney also wrote, I want to say a book called Cecilia. But anyway, super excited for this. And then next, number 6 is watch a direct screen adaptation of Austen. As I said, I'm hoping to watch all those different adaptations of her 6 main novels, and honestly so many more. Like, I wrote down a whole page worth of different adaptations that I want to watch, so I might do like a kind of film TV wrap up at the end of the month, just talking about all the adaptations that I watched. And then 7 is watch a modern adaptation of an Austen. So my ideas for that one are rewatching Lizzie Bennet Diaries by Pemberley Digital, rewatching Sense and Sensibility, which is a modern take on Sense and Sensibility, but this Sense is spelled SCENTS, because the sisters in it make perfume. I think perfume, like perfumes and lotions. And then I want to rewatch From Prada to Nada, which is my favorite modern update of Sense and Sensibility. And then I want to rewatch Emma Approved, which is also by Pemberley Digital. It's their take on Emma, of course. And then I want to rewatch From Mansfield with Love, which is by oh gosh, I forget the group name. I will look it up and I will put it in the information in the description. But it's a of course, modern web series of Mansfield Park, and it is amazing. I really, really love it, so I highly recommend, if you haven't seen it, and if you've read Mansfield Park and you want a new adaptation, definitely go watch that. And then Bride and Prejudice is one of my favorite kind of modern film versions of Pride and Prejudice. I'll, of course, probably rewatch Bridget Jones's Diary, because why not? I'm going to watch the film version of Pride and Prejudice and Mistletoe, and also the film version. There's a Hallmark kind of modern update of Pride and Prejudice called Christmas at Pemberley Manor or something. So I'll watch those. And then Lost in Austen, because I love it. And what else? I just rewatched Northbound and the Kate Morland Chronicles, two very recent web series adaptations of Northanger Abbey. I've just rewatched those for the second time, so I might skip those for this month because I literally did this like a month ago. But I might watch them if I have time because I really, really love them and I highly recommend. And then I also might rewatch Sanditon, the web series continuation of, like, it's kind of like a sequel to Lizzie Bennet Diaries, but also adaptation of Sanditon. And then Austen Land I will definitely be rewatching, and I might rewatch Becoming Jane just to see if I still don't like it as much as I used to. Anyway, maybe. Because I liked it enough to buy it, then I realized it wasn't that good, so I didn't like it for a while, but I still kept the film. Or I might just say I'm gonna rewatch it just for James McAvoy, because, I mean, come on. Okay, so then, oh, and then the other things that I might listen to are, I have a BBC radio collection of all of the kind of radio play adaptations of her 6 main works, so I might listen to those. And then I also have an individual radio version of Northanger Abbey that I've listened to that I really like, and then I have a radio adaptation of Emma that I haven't listened to yet, that's done by the same person, I'm pretty sure the same person who adapted Northanger, and it has Joanne Froggatt, who I really like. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. I'll have to look up the cast again. And then I want to say Emma Thompson was in this one as well, because I know she was in Northanger, but I don't know if she was in Emma as well. I could be totally wrong. And then kind of the one that doesn't fit any of the prompts, but I really am very tempted to do it, is I want to read The Marriage Plot by Jeffrey Eugenides, because I've owned this for a while. I know that it's got like a shiny library cover, but that's because it's an ex-library book that I got actually at a library sale. I've owned this for a while and I've wanted to read it, and the main female character in this, actually for her dissertation slash thesis, for, I don't know if she's getting, okay, I don't know if the main character is getting her PhD or her master's, or if this is just her thesis at the end of her senior year of college, because like I had to do something similar to that, so I'm not really sure what level of higher education this is. But anyway, she is writing a paper on marriage, and it's to do like the people that she's talking about, and the books and things that she's talking about are George Eliot and Austen, and I think a couple other people, and she's just making like comparisons and things. So yeah, I think that'd be a good one. But since this is kind of the most loosely tied to Austen, if I don't get to this month, that's not a big deal. But I have owned it for a while, so I think that would be fun. So yeah. Okay, that's all of the Austen things. It's so much. And honestly, given everything that I just talked about, you guys are going to be shocked when you see the other parts of my July TBR, because you'd think, this is enough, why am I doing more? But I like to be overambitious with my reading. But anyway, so that's it for Jane Austen July. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you guys are participating. And again, I will link Katie and Marissa's information down below. Not link, because I don't know how to do that, but I'll put their information down below. Please go check out both channels, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.